Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday market webcast. Okay, so we've seen continued downside. They took it as low as 32.26. They rallied it in the Europe session about 2:15, 2:30 in the morning. They took it off the deck. It's traded as high as 32.90 and change. So we'll have to see how we open up. One of the most interesting things that happened yesterday was you had this rally, okay? Peaked out 33.75. It started in the 85 to 89 area after really kind of all this midday chop. They leaped and they grabbed it. Didn't give anybody really a chance to get in either at the, unless you really grabbed it right at the beginning or you were already there, and then they ran with it. They ran with it for 40 handles, straight up. Barely a little pause at 18 that I used to try to get people in, and then straight up into 30, 33, and then a little bit of a blow off up into not quite 34. It looked, smelled, felt like a bear market rally. They go farther and harder than you want them to go. You cannot short them. You have to be long or you have to be out of the tape. Bear market rallies go farther than you ever think they will, and then they end in tears. So the low yesterday was 32.50 quarter. We went down. It took a little time into Globex, but eventually that low gets broken. So and all of this is, at least in the moment, in the short term, look, we have an election. We have a whole lot of things going on in the world. But in this moment, the bears are in control of this tape. They are owning closes, 3 in a row. They are allowing bear market rallies that are not turning into gigantic V's, right? So when the bears are going bad, this right here, by the time we wake up in the morning, is something like this up here. 3,400, bears suck, and, the whole thing, and, here we go again, right? That didn't happen. You had it, up. Earnings yesterday knocked it down after the close a little bit. But then after thinking about it here in the 32.60 to 32.70 area, they wanted a lower low. And not a marginal lower low, a lower low. So as long as those things are true, the bears are controlling the tape. We'll see how it goes today. So heading into today, well, now we got another one. What's going to happen with this? Ball's back in the bears' court again. So we're flat right now. We're coming up into the daily pivot here in this 32.80 area. As far as numbers are concerned, volume weighted average price, VWAP, is sitting at 32.60. Proprietary moving average, 65 and change. 5-minute mid band's at 77. The hourly mid band is at 74.31. As I mentioned, the lows, the overnight lows, 32.26. The peak of the last rally, 33.75. And so the number one thing for the bears, you gotta hold this one all day. Don't let it go, because if you do, then that's where happy fun time lives, into the close. You really don't want, it's already made a new Globex high, and it's above the hourly mid-band. So bears they got trouble. They're going to have to reverse this when they get into the regular session. Or, we still got 2 hours before then. So bears got to show up here. 3,300, the round number, is a natural place to have that happen. What do the bulls want to do? They want to keep doing what they're doing. Except what they're going to need to do is they're going to need to hold these areas. And on the first, the bears are going to try to take it back down. They need to hold a higher low somewhere, make a higher high. That will give them the push that they need to try to get up over the top. I'm expecting some direction today. Whatever I do, whatever the room does, we're going to be flat into the weekend. There's no reason to carry any weekend risk. We hardly ever do it, and this is certainly not a weekend where you would want to do it. What we have been trying to do is pick our spots. There have been chunks of this market where we have sat out, like lunch here. So when this thing flattens out and it really starts, taking people chopping, we've been trying to stay out as much as we can and figuring out zones where we're not going to trade, and then looking to trade over the top or underneath on breakouts or breakdowns that give us some reliable area of support or resistance, and it's worked very well. So as I mentioned yesterday, the tape is coming along, There are points in which the tape is very directional. There are points in which the tape really respects certain levels. There are also other points during the day, every day, where the tape just doesn't want to do anything. And you can't fight those times. You have to go with it. So that's all I got. Everybody have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe. Be healthy. Take care. Trade them well. Happy Halloween. We will be back Monday with another webcast. Talk to you then. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.